He did too. I remember that. I remember that 100%. I remember that. Do hundred do 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 do.
He couldn't find me this morning when he woke up.
Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing this blessed morning, eh? I gotta go and get my teeth in. That's what I meant to do, but I didn't do that yet.
You gotta do it real quick.
Yeah, I don't see nobody in here yet. I'll be ready to go get them. Morning there, Frost. What you up to this morning? Welcome to the stream. First, yep. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Called up there, checked on my sister, and she's not doing too bad this morning. She said that she's in high spirits and doing good, so all we could do is hope for the best now. So, welcome everybody. Don't be afraid to come in and say good morning. How you doing? Hope everybody's having a blessed morning. We're just going through a lot of stuff with family and finding out it was a good choice to what my niece made for her mother. So we hope and pray she made the right decision. So all we can do is hope and pray she did the right decision for her mother. Um, it's been pretty rough the last couple. It's been over 8 days now that she's been. No, today
Nine.
makes 9 days that she's been in the intensive care unit. And yeah, that's what they're doing. Got her all fixed up yesterday. Got her feed tube done. Got her trach in. So left it in the truck. Welcome in, everybody. Come on in. Don't be afraid to say hi. What's up? Nobody's gonna bite you in here. I promise you. I don't think not quite yet.
Yeah, your mom's not in there yet.
Welcome in, everybody. Double tap that screen. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Come on. Don't be afraid to come in and enjoy the great life of being What's up there, Michael? Welcome into the stream. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing this blessed morning? We're just sitting here, just finding out what's going on with the sister today. Yeah. Did you burn a body? Did anybody burn a body? Didn't tell nobody. They burnt a body. Yeah. A 70-year-old man chopped up a dude and put him in fire bins and was put him on fire. Shut them on fire. Just chilling. That's cool. That's good to hear you're just chilling. So where's everybody from in here? Where's everybody from in this beautiful world of YouTube? Where's everybody from? I'm from Pennsylvania here, USA. Anybody else? Can anybody else tell me where they're all from, eh? Kimberly, welcome in. Where's the muzzle at? I broke out of it this morning, so unfortunately she hasn't caught me yet to put it back on. So I've been running from her for quite some minutes now. So I got her tired out for a little bit though. So I got a chance to get on here and talk before it gets put back on. So I'm trying to avoid it putting it back on this morning.
Ask her how she's feeling.
Huh? How are you feeling this morning? How are you feeling this morning? I hope you're feeling a lot better than what you were yesterday. Uh, Planning on moving to. Oh, wonderful! That's a good place to move to. I heard Saturn's a beautiful place to live to. A lot better. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you're doing a lot better today. That's a blessing, most definitely. So it's glad to hear you're doing a lot better this morning. Very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. I'm just looking to see where everybody else is at this wonderful morning. Um, yeah, Karen's sitting here. She's in the background, sleeping, sound asleep. She's not. She's sheeping today. So the plants are nice. Those plants are nice. What plant are you talking about? You mean the flowers? Those plants are nice. What plant are you talking about, though? I'm not understanding what plant you're talking about. Are you talking about the flowers I gave to my sister for her on her birthday? Just curious, that's all. Yeah. Yeah. I was upset that she couldn't have the flowers that I bought her. I was really upset about that. I was hoping that she was able to see something on her birthday and see something bright to make her brighten her day up. But unfortunately, they see me bring them into the intensive care unit, and they said, by the way, them flowers you brought in, you can't take them into the room because they have fungus on them. So no fungus is allowed in the room. So that's why there's no flowers allowed in there. So they told me if I wanted to buy flowers, I had to buy artificial flowers. That ain't the same artificial flowers. I know they last longer, but that's not the point. I want to smell the flowers. I'm talking about the plant. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, okay, I got you. Got you, got you, got you. Uh, so, has everybody else got anything good, fun they're going to do today? Going to any new places? Where are y'all going to go today? Where's everybody heading to today? Huh? Where's everybody heading to today? Today is a day of trying to go up to the hospital today if I can come up with the money first. I am going to keep on using Karen's money for her her
Vacation.
her vacation money. I feel bad of taking it just to go up there and see her, but we'll figure it out. So I got Asher today. I'm not happy. Oh yeah, sorry to hear that.
Asher's her son.
Your son Asher. I got Asher today. I'm not happy. I'm not. I'm so happy. I'm glad to hear that you're happy. That's awesome to hear that you're
She
happy.
had to cancel yesterday because she was sick.
Oh, gotcha, 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 y'all. I know it's hot in here in my house, but it's fine. It was cold as hell in here this morning. Let me tell you, it dropped pretty damn cold last night. It was freezing point last night. Welcome back there, Michael. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome, 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 welcome back. Um, hi, Care Bear.
Hello, Kimberly.
Hello, Kimberly. She says, "Hello, Kimberly."
The
That's my
raccoons told
sister's.
me.
That's my sister's name, Kimberly. I don't like that. I don't. I don't care for her. She's a backstabber, you know. Yeah, that's my sister Kim. Kimberly is actually her name too.
The raccoons told me last night.
So last night, uh, just call me Katie. Wow. Wow, what there, Michael? What, wow, 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 wow. My sister don't like me because I went and told on them because what they did was pretty crying shame. What they did, they hurt that little baby's feelings for the rest of her life. I can imagine having her mother at gunpoint, demanding stuff from her mother while her mother's in the front seat while mommy's being a gun in her head. Joe, what's up there, Joe? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so that's what I'm not so impressed with her because it was all right for her to go and bring her kids to go rob this lady and all bad. So they pulled me as an eyewitness, my sister as an eyewitness. But you know, my sister's mad at me, but not mad at my sister. And she was living with my sister and told them even more information than what I had. But my sister don't like me because of that. So I'd rather see that kid to be able to get better, stuff that it needs for counseling and stuff to be able to make a difference in life again for her. It's gonna be hard for that little girl for that traumatized. You did the right thing. Yeah, I know I did, but they all ended up going to jail, and ever since then, my sister Kim says I'm dead to her. So, and I've been trying to avoid her stop going to the hospitals and stuff. Actually, I did because Saturday I was supposed to go up, but Saturday she ended up going up, so I didn't go. Um, yeah, so it was a crying shame that what they did to that baby girl and scared the shit out of her mother being a gun pointed at her head, asking for all of her money and shit out the car. And here they didn't even hardly get anything from the girl. But
Jen wasn't stupid.
so that's what they did. They decided to rob this lady with the little girl in the car. Just like I think that was a bad thing they could have even thought about doing to a little child. What if it was their baby, one of their family members? They wouldn't be too impressed with either and want somebody to stand up for their rights. It's time if you do tell me if you don't. It's time if you do and tell me if you don't, bro. What are you talking about? For using the right thing, yeah, I know. I know. And Bandit, don't hate yourself. Yeah, I know. I did the right thing. I know I did, but I just feel that my sisters and them all disliked me because of the simple fact that I stuck up for that little girl because I felt it was only right that I did do that. So that's what I'd be doing. I'd be taking care, you know. I know it's hate. Sooner or later, somebody will get over hate, but usually they don't do that. They don't get over it. They're just pansies. 15:30. He's 18. Good morning, everybody. Let me turn this heater down. It's getting up here now, pretty warm. Turn the heater down. There we go. Shut that heater down. It was getting kind of warm in here. It was freezing in here this morning, for sure, freezing. So today, try to go up there if I can come up with the money to go see my sister for the day. See what happens. Never know. Something good can happen out of it. Something. Sean Hedgeland sent you a photo, babe. Good morning there, KPC. How are you doing this morning? I hope everything's well. We're not having too bad of a morning. We're not doing too bad. Just trying to find a way to get up to the hospital to see my sister today. Kind of sucks when you're only on a set income. You don't got too much money to mess with. And she's like almost a half an hour away from us here. She's over in Ohio. We're in Pennsylvania. She's like a half an hour away from us. And the prices of gas is redunculous. I don't even see how anybody's able to travel. It's so damn expensive. Good morning. Thanks, bro. Hey, Karen. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do. Try to find a way to get up there to the hospital to see her today.
You know we'll get there. If that's what you want to do, that's what we'll do. I already know it.
Yeah, I don't know what the plans are. I was just left in the dark with my niece, saying that she wanted to do one thing, then turn her around do another thing. So she was next to kin. I had nothing to say about it, but I didn't feel that her mom already done said it numerous times to her. She said, "LaDawn, if it ever comes down to it and I have to live off a machine, I don't want to live off a machine. Just let me die, please." And she went against her will, so I'm hoping that she's gonna be happy with the decision that her daughter made for her. I know how my sister is. And I don't know how bad it really took a toll on her from this stroke. So I don't know exactly what she don't have too much strength on one side, or her face is droopy. She definitely don't have that much power in her left side. But when you go to her right side, she squeezes. Yeah, you definitely know she's still strong on that right side of her body. So it's one day after another we got to take and hope for the best, every single day. But like they told her, she said, your mother's going to go to a nursing home, right? And mostly she's going to spend most of her life in a nursing home because of her having this trach put in. And now she's eating from a tube. She's eating from a G tube. She don't even get to eat anything from mouth. And I just know how my sister is. And she's probably a little upset at what the decisions that were made. Well, they said this morning she was up and about. She seemed to be pretty good spirits. So I did talk to the hospital before I got on.
But they don't know.
She was sitting there. They said she seemed to be pretty happy. So I'm hoping that cause the only person that I fear that goes up there and makes her mad is that's her boyfriend. Yeah, that's the only person I've seen that she's had a complete different attitude towards this, because the way he's behaving, he acting like a little damn kid in there. And it's, come on now, it's not all about you. That's what he was trying to make it out of. It was all about him and what decisions that were being made, and he feels he's being pushed out, and
You
all this
lied to
fun
them.
stuff.
You lied to the hospital.
He lied to the hospital, told the hospital that that was his wife, and it wasn't his wife. They were never been married. And I feel if she was sent to Pittsburgh, we'd be in a different total circumstances than what we were in, because that hospital up there did barely jack for her. I mean, putting her on life support, and they pretty much said that's it. Her bed sores are so bad on her that they were letting her lay in her own urine. And I had an argument with the hospital the first day. Well, this kind of cat. I said, I don't care. Put a regular bag on her so she's not laying in her own waste. So that's what happened on that there, guys. It's a crying shame to see what's going on. My sister's just her birthday. She was on in the hospital on her birthday, the 14th with her birthday. Um, Hopefully your sister's doing well. That's shocking. What is happening? Well, her daughter decided to let her live off a machine for temporarily, I guess, until hopefully her lungs get better. Smoking them vapes, guys, is not the way to go. Don't be smoking them nicotine vapes. My sister, that's what she basically started all of her problems, was from smoking them nicotine geek bars and shit. Like, the guys don't, that shit is terrible for you. Because when you're inhaling them juices, you feel it's getting heated up. And that sparks the juices to splatter into your mouth. and you're inhaling that into your lungs. That has nowhere to escape. It stays there in your lungs. So that's why I really encourage people not to smoke them nicotine bars. Do not. They're all bad for you. Any smoke in your lungs is not a good thing. Well, that's not what I'm talking about, Wayne. I'm talking about I'm not talking about regular cigarettes, marijuana. I'm talking about the freaking vapes that everybody's taking these big puff of smokes and blowing them out. Do you know? I'd rather have a good doctor even said he'd rather have see us smoking a cigarette than smoking them vapes because it's taken down a lot of people in life with these vapes. They fill up your lungs and you drown from all the fluids that are in there. And people hold their marijuana tokes even longer. Guess what? The marijuana is not a freaking. You're such a moron, dude. You don't even know what you're talking about. Don't come in here and act like you know what you're talking about when you have the slightest idea what you're even talking about. The juices from them freaking vapes for the nicotine are totally bad for you. When you inhale in a cigarette, you're not having juices flying in your mouth and going into your lungs. Yeah, you're getting the nicotine, but when you're smoking them things and you're burning them and you hear that, that's all juices flying in your mouth and it's going into your lungs. So yes, marijuana is way better for your lungs than the nicotine vapes. Most definitely way better for you. Have I had something that hasn't an absolute fact? Have I said anything that isn't an actual fact?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So that's what's going on. And the doctor already said because of how full her lung is from the juices from them damn vapes, they went in to suck it out of her left lung. And they said it was so thick. It was worse. It was just stringy, so really, really thick that that's what was killing her. She couldn't breathe. They took her off the ventilator for one day, and she lasted for 6 hours and 15 minutes before her breathing stopped completely. So you tell me, marijuana does not, you suck it, if you're smoking marijuana, okay, marijuana is not a controlled substance. It's way better than smoking a cigarette. And marijuana, it don't matter how long you hold it or which way you smoke it, if you eat it, no matter what you do with your body, it's much more healthier for you to smoke marijuana than it is for anything else. Marijuana does really good benefits for your body. Any kind of smoke is not good for you. Well, I understand that. Nobody that I smoked for over
When
40
they've been here
years.
before, they weren't like this. They're just wanting to argue.
I understand that you smoked for 40 years. Well, guess what, my sir? I'm 54, almost 55, and I've been smoking for over almost 40 years myself. And I've never picked up one of them vapes, and I don't have no problems. The only thing I have is kidney cancer and bladder cancer, which falls in the of everybody in my family having kidney failure. But unfortunately, the new up to date stuff that they had, they were able to convert my full kidney into a half a kidney to remove the cancer that had renal cancer and malignant cancer on that kidney. So where now I only have a half a kidney. The first one was taken it's like 30 some years, 20 some years ago when they took my first kidney from cancer. So
Yeah, Wayne's been in here before and not arguing like this.
I'm just giving that fact. So, well, marijuana, no matter how long you hold it in there, you're not getting no juices that are going to stay in your lung. Marijuana is very good beneficiary for your body. I know any type of smoke is not healthy. We understand that.
Well,
Fully
I'm gonna smoke a
understand it.
cigarette.
And my sister just smoked. She quit smoking cigarettes to go smoking them damn vapes. That's what she did. And she said, aha, at least mine don't smell, and it don't smell up my car, and it doesn't smell like smokes. But guess what? She was only smoking them vapes for 4 years before this happened to her. 4 years, guys. 4 years. And she was smoking cigarettes way before that and had no problems with her lungs. Until 4 years ago when she decided to go to the vapes. Then all hell broke loose for her. Not arguing about it. I'm just saying truth myself. Facts of life, that what the doctors were telling us. That smoking marijuana is much more effective for your body than smoking a cigarette. I can't help how you feel. I understand you can't help how I feel. That's fully understandable. But I'm just telling you what the doctors said to us, okay? I'm just telling you what the doctor said. Um, so that's up to everybody else of how they want to live their life and how they wanted to rock their body however they want to. That's your decision, in life. Um, I know you can only everybody feels differently about how things go in life. So the doctors prefer you not to smoke the vapes with nicotine in them. Um, all doctors prefer you to inhale with all the smoke. You can eat it now. Well, we know you can eat. I know that you can eat. There's all kind of different. There's all kind of different ways to ingest marijuana. So many different ways. Yeah, they prefer you not to smoke anything. But what happened to our grandfathers and grandparents were all smoking them and they turned out to be 100 and some years old and still had no problems with their lungs or anything when they passed. So, yeah, I fully understand. You're only trying to make a point about it's not good for anybody to be inhaling cigarette smoke or any kind of smoke. I fully understand that 100%. So, yeah, I fully understand where you're coming from. I fully understand. Nobody's trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to make facts of what the doctor said. That's all. And so that's all the.
I'd rather smoke my cigarette than go to jail for killing somebody.
Yeah. So that's what happens, guys. But it just happens. I meant your body is not meant for smoking, period. So, like you said. But it's happened for years upon years. And my kidney cancer that I got was from my parents, well, from my dad and my Aunt Karen, my Aunt Carol, my cousin Connie, that all died of kidney cancer.
Yeah,
And
kidney
none of them
disease.
smoked. None of them smoked. How about that? None of them smoked. To where they had kidney failure. And so it's all different ways for everybody how you take in, how you digest. You can eat edibles. Edibles are very good for you to take and do for marijuana. And also they got the tincture, they got the RSOs. RSOs can cure cancer, guys. The guy that created the RSOs, he had cancer, and he cured his cancer by doing them RSOs. So there is a very good. Don't have no idea what you're talking about. I don't play with guns. I'm not a person that likes guns. I don't like guns, period. So that's definitely not me. How do you use to an R15? You tell me how you use an R15. Yes, it would be the healthiest ways. Yes, most definitely. Edibles, most definitely. Yeah. So yeah, I fully understand that. Most definitely, edibles are really good for you. Some of them guys who do them edibles that don't understand. Well, I'm only supposed to eat a little bit of this, but I ate the whole bar. Now you're about ready to go for a joyride. Now you're gonna be like higher than a mofo and be like, wow. I I thought you knew. Nope, I don't own guns. I've never had a gun. I don't like guns. I don't care for them. There's too many young kids that are shooting each other with these guns, and I just don't. I wished we weren't didn't have the right to bear. I wished we had the right not to bear because that would save so many schools and innocent families from gunshots. It's just ridiculous how everybody just thinks it's so cool to go out there and shoot people up in bars and freaking high schools and malls and movie theaters out on a beach. I mean, that's crazy. You don't allow your family to keep guns. I didn't say that they weren't allowed to have guns. I, myself, and I do not like guns and don't would never have a gun in my house. And plus, anyways, I can't not have a gun because I use marijuana. So when you have your marijuana card, you're not allowed to bear a gun. So that's even a blessing because yeah, a lot of people won't smoke medical marijuana because they don't want their gun rights taken from them. You are allowed to have a gun if you don't want one.
You're
What?
allowed not to
So
have.
yeah. So what do you have for self-defense? I don't have nothing for self-defense. I don't go around saying dirty things and nasty things to people to where I have to worry about who's following me or what's going on in life. Hey, if that happens, it happens. Um, so I use nothing. I use me and myself and I, my mouthpiece. My mouthpiece works very well. I don't believe in violence, guns. These little kids out there shooting each other because they don't know what they're doing when they find mommy and daddy's gun unlocked and they're playing cops and robbers and they pull that trigger and they kill their little brother or their best friend. I just feel that guns are not necessary to have. This world isn't that bad that you need to carry a gun with you everywhere you go in
We have
life.
enough neighbors that have them. We don't need to worry about that.
What is your home gets invaded? Well, if I'm not worried about that, I got plenty of people around me that have the right to carry, and they're not smokers. And there's right here are my next door neighbors. So guns are already around me, but I just don't like to have one. Nobody loves firearms more than me, but I can come and he should have one. Yeah. Okay. Everybody has their own right to their own will of free of what they if they want to carry a gun with them or not. That's your all's decision. But me and myself and I don't care for guns. I really don't. I just feel it kills too many innocent people these days because parents are so negligent of putting up the guns and locking them or putting the lock on your trigger. If they little babies are getting shot every single day by somebody's gun.
No one said that. Now you're just being
Now,
stupid.
see, I never said I under see. So you don't like police officers to use their gun. I never said that I didn't like police officers not using a gun. I never said that. That never came out of my mouth. That's something that came out of your mouth, of your argumentative point. Um, it's better to have a gun and not need it to defend gun to have it. Yeah. Well, that's everybody else's opinion. I fully understand. That's everybody's opinion of how they feel that they should have a firearm. That's fine. That's wonderful. I have nothing against that of anybody owning a gun. I just, me, myself, and I personally don't like guns. That's all. That's just my feelings. That's the way I think. And I feel everybody should have to have a gun. You should have to have a gun permit to carry your gun with you at all times. Wendy, where do you live? What kind of state is this? Where are these people? Well, don't worry about. I live in Pennsylvania. I live in Pennsylvania. Okay, I live in a quiet little rural little village out in the boondocks. It's really nice out here. Love the fact that yeah. So, but yeah, guys, everybody has their own
Stupid
views
people.
on guns. Everybody has their own views and the way they think about it and how they want to talk about amongst how you don't feel right. Well, I never said that nobody else can carry a gun. I said me, myself, and I don't care for guns. Why bring a gun to a knife fight? What's up with that? Come on, man, my brother. cop and his brother-in-law didn't be stupid. Yeah. I call it crooked. That's what I call it. Crooked. Very crooked. Most definitely crooked. All of it's crooked. All of it needs to be laid out and redone again. Everybody's totally, totally crooked in this world anymore.
You sound fictitious.
Yeah, that's all right. You can believe whatever you want to believe, my friends. I'm not being argumentative. Y'all can carry your guns. No, I don't care what y'all do. That's y'all's business. I, my personal self, don't care for guns. Okay. Too many, too many innocent babies being shot. Yes. Too many innocent babies. Too many hot guns out on the street that they could shoot up a family and discard of that gun and never be found again to kill somebody's little kids. Well, I bet you it doesn't. There, whoever has, I don't really care what anybody else's opinion on it. That's my opinion, and I feel, if you have that, if you want to carry a gun, you have that right to carry a gun. But if you have a marijuana card, you cannot carry a gun with you. You cannot have a gun for medical marijuana.
What part of what this chat is about didn't he say
Um,
get?
what is my rights on abortions? I feel that's a woman's decision to make, not the government or anybody else to make that decision for a woman. That is so sexist to say that a woman has to carry a child even if she has been raped. How do you feel that's okay and justified for somebody that's been raped to carry this baby around until they have it? And then, does that make any sense? That's going to mess somebody's head up more than anything else. Yeah. So that's y'all's opinion. That's all y'all opinions on guns um and can the guy and the man decides to terminate the pregnancy. Abortions must be illegal though. I feel that just like when they started all this bullshit, it doesn't belong in government about how a man wants to be a man or how a woman wants to be a woman, how they want to present themselves. I feel it's nobody's business, a concern of anybody's personal ways that they feel about themselves. You are nobody to say, hey, you can't turn yourself into a girl because you were a man at first and you'll always be a man and you'll never change. Well, guess what? When you're in your mama's stomach for the first 6 weeks, you're a female until your hormones pick up, decide which way you're going to go. So you are a female for the first 6 weeks in your mama's gut. So that's the problem. Gender fluidity must be illegal. Yeah, it's in the Bible.
Jen said
Yes.
hi. You hear me?
What?
Jen said good
Hey, what's
morning.
up, Jen? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's in the Bible. Yeah. I don't feel that it's right that anybody has that right decision to tell somebody what they can do with their body and what they can't do. That's not has nothing to do with government. I'm sorry, that should have nothing to do with government or the president or anybody have any kind of what they can do with your own body. How is it somebody's right to say no? You got to carry that baby even though you were raped. That sounds pretty freaking twisted, don't you think?
I can't with these people this morning.
I like to go with the flow. Yeah. That's everybody's own decisions of how they feel in life, but I feel that the government should have nothing to do with what somebody can do with their own body. If they feel that they're not comfortable in their own body, what is it your right to say, no, you can't do that to your body? Does that have anything to do with government or federal? No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with your body. I feel that people are putting their 2 cents where it don't belong. It don't belong anywhere to tell a woman that they can't get rid of a child, even though it's still breathing. It's a living life. It's not in the real world. Yeah, it's at a heartbeat, most definitely. But you feel it's okay that a woman's gotten raped by her father or a family member, and it's okay for her to have that baby because you say you can't kill that baby. You have to carry it. So you should not tell me that to carry a gun or not. Even government, a random person.
You never told them not to carry a gun. You said you don't carry a gun.
I never told y'all never to carry a gun. I said I don't carry guns. I said what you do with your own life, that's your business. I said that personally, 100%. I said if you carry a gun, that's your own personal views on whatever you have in gun carrying. I personally don't care for guns. Kills too many innocent people. Too many innocent people it kills. Way too many. So that's why I don't agree on guns. Nobody needs a gun to solve any problem, sir. Do you feel violence is the fastest way to end something is violence? I don't think so. That's your opinion, like I said. That's your opinion. My opinion is totally different than your opinion, just like it is in everybody else's opinions in the world. Just because one person doesn't believe in what you believe in does not mean that the next person is going to be the same way. Everybody has their own ways of life of how they would decide of what they would want to do in their life and what they don't want to do. I'm not telling you y'all can't carry a gun. That's y'all's business there. You know what you want to do with your life and what you have, and if you want to carry a gun with you, that's your prerogative. If you, I've only shot a gun one time, and I didn't care for it. I didn't find nothing exciting about shooting a gun. But other people, they get into that. That's their business. My personal self, I don't believe in guns. I just believe that I think guns should be taken off the streets. That will solve a lot of problems of all these shootings that are happening in schools and all this craziness that's going on that people just go around shooting up people. It's like, come on, are you serious? In clubs and it's schools and everything. hmm So that's my beliefs. That's my beliefs, anyways. But y'all can believe whatever you want to believe. If you want to carry a gun, that's your decision. But my decision is no. I feel guns don't need to be laying around like that. I'm just sorry. It's just like it doesn't make no sense to me that you're putting a gun in your house for your children to accidentally one day you just accidentally think, oh, I'm gonna hurry up and change real quick, and I'm gonna set the gun right here, and it should be fine. Until you hear ba bang, and then your kids done shot themselves or shot somebody else. So being and when you're in a possession of being a cop or being anything else, that's their rights to carry. So yeah, it's all right. Everybody has their own beliefs, and that's my belief that I feel guns are just naked. They should not be allowed. I feel that nobody should have the right to bear a gun. Period.
I can't with these stupid people today.
Yeah. Well, them crooked people that have guns, they're not registered. Those guns are stolen. See, there's a difference there, what I'm talking about. Well, yeah, that's what a lot of people do. They don't think when they have a gun. They're thinking it's okay. And then that gun's picked up and it's fired at somebody and kills an innocent child.
Take
Or
your meds.
I think I need some more of these. I think I do. I think. No, I got them too. Um, But everybody has their own rights to beliefs in gun. That's their business. That's none of mine. I just feel that it's crazy that how people don't think correctly when they have a gun. The first thing I want to do now, instead of people don't want to fight, they just want to pull out a gun and just blow your brains out just right then and there as soon as you raise your fist to the person. They're scared and they want to shoot you. That there is what's the problem with the world these days. But everybody has the right to their own opinions of how they want life to be for them. No, I've never eyewitnesses. No, I never did.
These people don't listen. I told them twice now that this is about other things. I've told them twice now what this chat is about, not what they're trying to have it about.
Yoshi. That's what the. What's with the tattoos? That's my body, my temple that I can do whatever I choose to do with my body. Doesn't matter what your opinions are tattoos. Everybody's got their own opinions on tattoos too. So everybody has their own beliefs and different ways of believing things. So the tattoos, when I was young, young. Well, I know there's plenty of firearms in the United States. I know there is. I know there is. There's plenty of them. Does it hurt when you get one? Not really. Just like a bee sting. It's not really that too big. Once that sting goes away, it's like you're all right to keep on going in. Tattoos are fun. A lot of people use therapy, tattoo, as their therapy for pain. So that's their pain. It's tattoos. Well, see, first of all, I've never heard of anybody being killed by a tattoo gun because they hit a main artery. As a tattoo artist, you would know where you can tattoo and where you're not allowed to tattoo so you don't run into them problems. You see there, sir? There's the difference of what you're talking about as a tattoo artist. Oh, it would work. Oh, I did do that. Okay, never mind. Um, well, I understand that, what you're saying. Not everybody, but some people do, Some people that are not responsible enough. There's a lot of that happens. People that are not responsible enough. I fully understand your point, but there are a lot of people who are not responsible when it comes to stuff like that.
My point is did you realize since he came in, first it was about smoking, now it's about guns?
Yeah.
He just wants to argue about whatever he can argue about. I might not be in chat with my name, but I'm still watching chat.
Well, as many tattoos I've had, I've never had a problem like that, so I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. Never had that problem. Never heard of anybody ever having a problem with a tattoo hitting their main vein. That's hilarious. That's wonderful. I've never heard of anything like that. Somebody hitting the main vein. If you do get a tattoo, you can get a tattoo anywhere on your body. It's just all that the tattoo artist knows what they're doing. There's the difference. Yeah, that's all right, guys. Guns can be a really bad thing. Really, really bad thing for a lot of people. Causes a lot of problems in people's lives. Heartache. Um, Yeah, so that's everybody else's decision in life of how they want to choose if they want to bear guns or not. That's y'all's business, not mine.
Now he's gonna argue about tattoos.
Yeah. Well, this is what we're gonna do here for a minute. All right, think about what you keep on talking about there, sir. Just going on, going on, saying stupid ass shit just to keep the argument going. We're not being in here to be argumentative towards one another. Everybody has their own beliefs and their own rights of what life goes on for them. Okay, just me, myself, and I. That's the way I feel. I don't judge other people what they do with their own lives. That's their business. That has nothing to do with me. Period. Um, So that's everybody's own decisions of what they want to do in life. I can't tell you what to do. That's just my thoughts about it. That's all. That's my thoughts. And everybody has their own thoughts and the way they think is everybody has their own opinions too. That's just how life is. Some people may agree that you should be able to bear guns, and a lot of people say no. They don't want nobody to bear guns because of all the crime that's going on. Innocent people getting shot. I just feel that it's crazy. That's just really crazy how everybody feels that it's okay to go around and doing the stupid shit they do. But that's everybody else's own opinion. Like I said, that's my opinion, and your opinion is your opinion, and my opinion is my opinion. No, Wayne, I just sick and tired of hearing you being argumentative about every single thing that I'm saying. You have to bring up another point. I'm not sitting here arguing or talking the whole live about any kind of point of views about guns and how what rights everybody has. Okay, that's your decision. My decision is I'm not trying. I'm just sick and tired of you running your mouth in here and got something negative to say about every little thing you're being judgmental, pick through every little thing that you got.
Started with weed.
First, you started with weed, and then it went from this to this, and you're the whole way down the line. You've had nothing but been judgmental the whole time you've been in here talking to me. The truth is, the truth is the truth. And the truth shall set you free. You see, the truth shall set you free.
Look, you're arguing about the truth now.
Oh my.
You're about to get booted.
Cheese and rice.
I
Come
can't
on now,
stand fucking
guy.
idiots.
Why do we all have to be so negative for? Why, and why? I can't help how you feel. Well, I can't help how you feel either. That's your decisions. That's your the ways of thinking because it's depending on how you were raised. Okay, every family's different. Not every family's the same. I've never had a gun in our house, even when we grew up. So that's where I get my
How are you being an
views on
idiot?
guns.
By arguing over every little thing. That's a childish thing to do.
You're being an idiot because you're saying every little thing. You're trying to make it look like it's somebody's trying to say something other than what they're trying to say. That's the point what I'm trying to get to. You don't like wort mod cheese and rice. Here we go. No one cares if you like guns, and nobody cares if you like guns. Nobody cares what you do with your own life. That's your business. Who cares? Nobody cares about what your decisions are of what you do in your life. That's mine, what I'm saying. You can do whatever you want to do. We don't care what your thoughts are on it either. We don't really care about it either, you know?
This chat ain't even about any of this shit you're arguing about.
It sounds like you're having a bad day. No, I'm not having a bad day at all. Not at all, period. I'm having a wonderful day today. I'm having a beautiful day. Just speaking facts of how I feel and compared to how you feel. See, that's how two people think differently, you see. That's my whole point of what I'm trying to get to. Not everybody thinks the same as you think. See, there's the difference, okay? And you're probably a Trump supporter too, because you're MAGA also probably too, right? So everybody has their own opinions on different views, and everybody thinks differently. Not everybody thinks the same, you know. Everybody has their own point of view in things. All facts are the same. Well, see, there's the problem here, guys. See, illegal immigrants have been in the U.S. for years upon years upon years. Illegals have been in the United States. Where do you think they get all these farmers and stuff, get the illegal immigrants to work on their farms to keep their going, to pay cheaper? Now that you're taking everybody away, the illegal immigrants that probably have the right to be here, but you're just a penny waste little guy that says, oh, no, 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 it shouldn't be that way. Um, it's all about how you decide you want to take life, my friend. Um, so everybody has their own opinions. So that's the way I take it is everybody has their own opinions. And my opinion is you don't like my opinion. So that's where you want to be, keep on keeping augmentative to keep it going and going and going. I'm trying to stop it, stop it, stop it. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about how you can love yourself and respect yourself as a person. How about we talk about that? Let's talk about how you can learn to love yourself and have respect for one another. Can we learn that today? Jesus is with everybody. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. That He is. Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. You're calling yourself stupid. Cheese and Christ. Cheese and rice there, sis. But like I said, everybody has their own opinions to different topics that go on in the world. So that's why not everybody thinks the same way as other people think. Everybody has their own thoughts and things to say upon certain things that's going on in this world. So, like I said, everybody has their own opinions, and a lot of people don't agree with other people's opinions, and that's just the way I feel about it, and you feel different about it, so that's fine, whatever. What else is there to talk about except some nonsense that happens in the world every single day? Let's talk about how you can learn to love yourself and respect yourself to show that you can have a good life as long as you push forward to it and you do what you want to do in your life. Don't be so negative always in your life. Being negative doesn't get you that far at all. Just trying to be argumentative just to keep the fight going. There's no need for that. Just all a bunch of nonsense. It's just that's my point of view. And you have a different point of view. So that's all that matters. Everybody has their own point of views of what they think about things. And yeah. I just feel that this world has gone to shambles, how everybody degrades one another and makes themselves feel different about other people. It's all about how you take life and how you run with it. And if you take life serious and you know what you want in your life, that's all that matters. It's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's it. So, everybody is right to their own opinion, guys. And I can't tell you any different or say anything different to make you feel different about yourself. So, all we got to do is be grateful for what we have. Be grateful. Be grateful, be grateful, and be grateful for everything that you have in life. Never take anything as never take anything as advantage on other people. Everybody has their own views, and that's my views, and your views are totally different than mine, and that's gonna happen. That happens everywhere in the world. Not everybody agrees upon everything that's happening. Yep, I'm about to be out of here anyways, guys. My hour's up, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I hope everybody else has a better morning, evening, afternoon time, whatever it is for y'all. I hope everybody's having a blessed one. Remember, Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. Instead of using his name in vain, say cheese and rice. Guys, so remember, Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. Love y'all. Later. And thanks for supporting the stream. Have a great day. Later.